another gospel that we have not preached. That's the purpose of the false prophet, the false apostle. The false prophet that is risen in this nation and has prophesied as arising in the end. The spirit of the false prophet will be seen in such a way. It'll be a false Jesus, not a suffering servant. A false gospel, not the real one. You're destined for tribulation. That's the only way perseverance in God's likeness can be formed in us. It's a false Jesus, a false gospel, a false grace. God doesn't want anything bad to happen to you. That's a lie. He'll orchestrate calamity so that we'll learn to trust in Him and not ourselves. And certainly not our circumstances. Amen? How many know the truth of that? Oh, God's going to protect us. Oh, I trust Him to protect me. I trust Him to slay me. I'm destined to be crucified with Christ, not survive it. We don't like that gospel, do we, Albert? But that's the real one. So, it's not a position. It's not officials. It's not professionals that God raises up. I'm going to send you to school and make you twice the son of hell you were before you went. You'll probably lose your faith in that college. Isn't that right, Tony? You're going to fill your head with all these religious ideas that does your heart no good. It's not God's way. I'm going to send you to college to make you a minister. No, I'm going to fashion and forge you in the midst of real life and real difficulties, in the living of real life. And in that job and in that difficult place of family and in that difficult place of this and this and this, I'm going to form Christ's life in you and possess you. So that in the difficult places and in the tribulations, what is manifested in the midst of tribulation and test and trial is perseverance of Christ, the steadfastness of Christ, the purity of Christ and devotedness to Him, of being His and not my own. Because if we are still our own, we will run and we will save our lives. And we will avoid the difficulties and avoid the tribulation, and we'll cry and weep like a bunch of little babies. Because we have never allowed the Lord to become mature and grow up in us. We've kept Him at seed. We've kept Him at bay. We've kept our life big and His little.